I was sat here on the other thing. I wasn't actually live streaming. I didn't actually know that live made like that. No, I was thinking of the gravity thing and the pyramids being a brain. Or like, should I share what I think about XY chromosome and Y chromosome? Y is woman, yeah, Y is woman. XY is flawed. So Y is like two lines and that makes everything. So it's two lines that make everything. XY is maybe four lines that go into two lines that make something. Anyway, so I'm going to share it. It's I mean, I think women. The reason I think women should rule the world is because they live longer. You know, they're going to be able to look after their family longer. They're going to have to be able to look after the world longer. So you know that makes sense. If we had a female leader of the whole world, it makes sense. It should be somebody who lives longer. I mean, there's other complications like mental health and stuff like that. Just look at Biden. I don't know if he's mental, but you know that's what people seem to imply. So I don't know the guy. I'm not a doctor. But, you know, it's hard to talk about this subject. So I watched a YouTube video on many months ago about. Oh, I forgot to share this one. I watched a YouTube video about. Can I share it on here? I can. I watched a YouTube video on. One second. Like Neanderthals. I don't think they were called Neanderthals. There were multiple species of Neanderthals. Probably too many. There were probably multiple hominids, I suppose they're called, on the planet. And when we just thought they were just like Neanderthals. I think we know that for a fact. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm sure I saw a YouTube video about it. I think they could be, you know, hundreds of species of hominids, like Neanderthal type hominids. Yeah, they've named a lot of them, and I think they're all different species. Maybe some interbred. But what happened to one of these species is the women only would have. Come on in. Come on now. Stop pissing about. There's a little rebel, isn't there? She. I always call it a he. Maybe it's a rebel. Get it. Get your food. Tricked you, sucker. Even cats don't like you eating the food. So So the women only had one male in the whole species by the end of it. Getting me through tough times, mate. Thank you. Wow, what's happening with you? Are you skint now? I told you not to bloody send me money. Anyway, I'm carrying on. Just keep commenting, I'll read them eventually. I don't know, there's no train to start with this one. This might offend some women as well, by the way. Well, you know, it wasn't my fault. The women chose one partner. They killed all the other partners. And they just bred with one partner at a time. Not about just money, just life gets tough, doesn't it? What I've realised is it's really interesting though. Like it's really you can go as deep or as like spiritual or emotional as you want. Because what I've just realised is like, well, I've realised this ages ago, but I mean that's the only way I've been controlling my depression and anxiety. Prior to this, I've just been like mind over matter, just like, you know, I mean, I'm not really, I won't say I'm a pessimist or optimist. I'm definitely negative, but I can also be positive. So but the reason I'm being negative is, anyway, you've heard that before. But so I always thought, because I always like, if someone tickled me, I can just control it. I can just not feel the pain or the tickle. I feel it, but I just don't. I just tell my brain to like chill out. Sometimes I like press too hard and hit like a sensitive spot. You know, if you do it yourself, it doesn't really do anything, but if someone else does it, it does something, doesn't it? And I can sort of just like plow through the reaction. I don't know. I've always been a thinker about stuff and like just making my own theory about life, and so that's what kept me going. Just marveling at life really, and like just try to understand how amazing it is, how crazy it is. But anyway, so the women took one male and the rest of them they got rid of. I don't know how they got rid of them, but we'll ask about that. And then once they found a new man, they got rid of the other man, and like, so that means that these women have been breeding with different species, because you know they might have only had one man in their own species left, and they go, oh, I don't like this man anymore, so they've got to go to a different species. There's multiple species. Maybe these women got promiscuous with different species. So I think women are actually a different species. Obviously, years and years of inbreeding. That might have been a genetic problem with the females. I don't know if that's what caused the XY chromosome, or maybe the XY chromosome was just inherent in a different species, and the females passed the bad genetics onto the males, and then they chose the males with the bad genetics by accident. But I just think like I don't know what I think. I think women are a different species. I've always thought women are a different species. But regardless, anyway, women live longer than men. So maybe they should rule the world. Maybe they should be in charge. I mean, they did before. I can't put this phone in. I don't know how to put it. I'm just gonna have to talk right now. Maybe the women like knew what they were doing, and they wiped out all the men on purpose. Well, they definitely knew what they were doing. They were trying to find the best mate, like nature does. I'm not blaming women. I'm not. Well, it's done now anyway, so you know, who cares? But my point is, women have always been in control, to be honest, because they live longer. They've got better genetics. Well, that's inherent in living long. That's inherent. Well, living longer is inherent in having better genetics. I don't know what I wanted to say about that. I just think women, they need to give themselves more credit more than anything. You know, okay, some women want to stay at home and be a housewife. Fine, it's okay. But I just think women should be at the top of the food chain, like they always have been. I don't know what changed that. When did they decide that they were going to have more men eventually? They must have gone, maybe one man's not enough. I guess when the population got bigger, maybe the population just got out of hand and they just couldn't cull everybody. Or maybe men started fighting back. I'm guessing it were a mixture of things. Women must have, maybe they fell in love. Maybe some of them fell in love with somebody else. It must have been a hierarchy of women though that decided which male was the breeder. I mean, they think like animals, but they are quite, what would you call it? They're quite passionate, like a lion, you know, they hug and play. So I can imagine like a million-year-old hominid. Are they called hominids? Homo erectus. Homo erectus. I think they're all. Are they all called Homo erectus? Or do they have all different names? Homo erectus is erecting from the first stage after evolution from monkeys, then I guess. They're all different species. I'm pretty sure scientists know that right now. Apart from the half breeds, the breeds that bred with other races. It'd be just the women that bred. So the women were like the pure race. Women decided, we are the pure race. We are going to wipe out all the men. So all the other women of the other races, they would have been wiped out. Wait a minute. So the women went to war with every other race. Like, naturally. I mean, you would, wouldn't you? Because, you know, if you wanted the best male of someone else's clan or someone else's species, you'd be like, get rid of our guy. The guy over there, he's the best. And, you know, so what would they do? Kidnap the guy, and then they go, right, we don't want any more better than this, so we'll wipe out the rest of the men or the rest of the women. What do they do? I mean, maybe all just did that. Maybe all the women just started wiping out all the men. Anyway, you know, we'll probably never know. But yeah, I think women should be in charge. Well, they should be in powerful positions more often. Just because they live longer. They'll have a happier life because they'll live with the kids longer. So they're more stable in relationships, they're more stable in genetics, they're more stable in death rates or whatever, like death. What's the word? The amount of years that they'll live. You're religious, are you, Orion Watcher? If you're still there, I'm sorry if I'm like going against religion and God, and if you believe in that. Hi, Wazim Akram. It's not Wazim Akram. Are you a fast baller by any chance? What does PK stand for? You okay? Do I know you? I guess, like, vaguely remember the name. Am I okay? What do you mean? I mean, I'm okay right now. I'm okay right now. Have a good night. Have to go, mate. Are you religious for Orion's Watcher? You'll be all right, dude. Like, just look. I mean, if you can go to my video and just look at that sunset. I know it's probably grainy, but I looked at it on the phone and it just looks like the trees are on fire. It's even if God doesn't exist or there's just no spiritual yes. Do you believe in reincarnation? Yeah, I'll let you go. We'll talk next time. If you need to go, just you'll be right, bro. You'll be all right. If you want to talk, you know, you've got my email address. Did I get you? Did I get your mobile number as well? If you want to text me or whatever, anytime, bro. Anytime. We met yesterday in City Park. You remember? Oh yeah, cool. Hey, do you believe in the Quran? If you don't mind me asking. Would you like to talk to an English guy and help him understand the Quran if you know anything about it? I use Snapchat. No. I need to actually delete all the apps from my phone because this phone is just for YouTube and this is the only phone I've got. So, and I need to keep charge for as long as possible, and only have what's necessary to communicate with people. Prefer. I need to take all my videos off of here as well, to be honest. I think I've got most of them. Like, it's supposed to bloody download it straight to Google Drive. You remember we met yesterday? Yeah, you're pretty tall, aren't you? Like 6 foot. You've got like a bald head. You're like, you've got like have you got a speech impediment? Yeah. What kind of speech impediment? Is it a stutter? Or a stammer? My best friend had a stutter in school. You have good memories. Yeah, I have got a good memory. I need to have a good memory. Well, I wish I didn't have a good memory, to be honest, but you know, I'm trying to do good things here, so I need to remember the bad things. Unfortunately, I remember too many bad things. You know, a lot of good things have probably happened in my life as well, but I'm just trying to solve the problems, so I've got to have good memories. Today, weather was good. It rained. It was yeah, it wasn't too bad. I don't think it was too, was it? It was too hot about 11 o'clock. So do you believe in Islam? Do you believe in the Quran? Do you believe Muhammad is the prophet? Like, is Muhammad like Jesus in the Bible? That's what I want to know. Yeah, but Muhammad wrote the prophet, wrote the Bible from God's word. Where the heck did the Bible come from? Just stories? Or from Noah? From Noah? No, surely not. They just say it was from God, don't they, the Bible? At least you've got an actual... Muhammad's a man, right? Yes, I believe. Is Muhammad a man? Can I talk about Muhammad if I'm white? I don't know. I think I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to talk about Muhammad unless I believe in Islam. Is it something like that? I mean, I believe in all religions. I believe in all the stories. It's just where you live. I can't tell you that. I can't give private information. I live just out of town. I live about 20 minutes from town. I'd say probably 30 minutes to Centenary Square. Why? Can I ask, like, why do you want to know where I live? You seem like a nice guy, but I'd rather you didn't ask me, like, personal information. I don't want random people knocking on my door, I've only met you once. Okay, no worries, but nice video, yours. Can you not talk about religion? Can you not talk about the Quran a little bit? I need help, because you can't talk to a Muslim about the Quran or the religion, so it's impossible for me to understand. Like, I take the stories of the Bible literal, and I also take the stories of the Quran literal, so is that a no then? Okay, have you got a stammer or a stutter, or is it something else? Did you get a speech therapist as well? My mate had a speech therapist. It's still like, I mean, I do it. It does like that. I still. But he don't get stuck anymore. He just like repeats the words now, so it's a lot better. I mean, it's actually better with me, to be honest. He's a bit more laid back with me, so we was friends for like middle school and high school, so I mean, I think my videos are interesting, so that's why I do. That's why I do what I do, because I think the stuff I see and the stuff I like before I did YouTube, I'd never go out and like, you know, audit the police. I'd never go and talk to the police like off my own back, you know. But every so often I'm drinking in town or whatever, and like the police find me. So one day I just thought it'd be amazing if I could give my take on all them other times on my YouTube channel with the interactions that I'm doing. That I'm if I go to the police, I can like go to the police. Yo, the police like hurt me badly, and I got arrested for drunk and disorderly. Is that acceptable? I can go ask the police questions now. Like I used to be shy, and I used to be like, I think you're probably a bit shy. That's why you like got a speech impediment. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a brain condition or whatever. I don't know. If you want to talk about it anyway, I'm here. But yeah, I used to be shy, and I'd never go up to. Well, I'm all right one-on-one, but if there's a group of people, I find it hard to talk to people. Well, I did find it hard to talk to people. I mean, I still do in groups, to be honest. That's why I only do this alone. I can only concentrate on my surroundings and one person at a time, basically. I mean, if there's two people, it's not so bad, you know. You can usually just like talk to one person at a time because people don't interrupt and stuff like that. Like I cannot be interrupted. If I went out with another auditor, I would not be able to be interrupted, just because like I lose my train of thought quite easily. I've got a good long-term memory, but my short-term memory is not so great, to be honest. Like when I have an interaction with police, I can't. Can I turn it upside down? Flip that way, no? So what was I saying? I've lost my train of thought already. Something about losing my train of thought and police. Was it? Did I say if I had an interaction with the police? If I have an interaction with the police? I've lost it. What if I have an interaction with more than one person? What if someone's interrupting me? If I went out with another auditor, like I won't be able to talk because my anxiety is like, this guy talks better than me, so like I just like I believe in my own mind that I would not be able to say it better than this guy. But when I'm there, I'm the only one that can. I'm the only one that can respond, so I can do that. talking about speech impediments? Anxiety. Was I talking about anxiety? Yeah, I have depression and anxiety. That causes me to, that causes me to step back from a conversation if there's a bigger, well, just about anybody. You don't even have to be. You don't even have to be saying better things than me. I can always like I know I can come up with like quite profound things. I mean, look at today's live stream. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm always at the back. I'm always at the back of the class, and they're like, "Come on, Joe, read out loud or whatever." Because I don't really actually know why I do that. My teacher says I'm really good at reading. I'm just a bit like I read slow, and I get like I don't know, I get mixed up. So I have to pause every so often. I can't really explain it, to be honest. I think it's just because I'm anxious. I'm anxious about, like, if I have a friend there with me, like he's my friend, I don't want to say anything to upset him. If we're like battling it out again with a police officer, with words, of course, I don't want to say anything to offend him, so I take a back seat. So yeah, I just can't. Not very good in groups. I never have been. I've been getting better, but that's why I don't pull girls, because you can't get a girl on their own. Like my first girlfriend, I said to my brother, "Who's that over there?" And my brother went, "Oh, I've had sex with her." And I says, "Really? She's fucking gorgeous. How old is she?" Because my brother's younger than me. And she's like, "Oh, she's like, I think she was 1 year older than my brother, so she was 1 year younger than me." And I don't know, I think she was 16, I was 17. And I didn't do naught about it. And then maybe my friend said something, or maybe my brother said something to my friend, and then she came over to me and goes, exactly what she said, like, "I fancy you," or like, "come out with us." And I'm like, "What's going on here? Like, how is this possible?" 1 second. I mean, I'm not a bloody old-fashioned guy that thinks that girls shouldn't go up to guys, but it just never happens to me. And all my friends were there, and I were a bit taken back. But I said, "Yep, I'd love to." can't even remember what I said. I think I like fumbled my words a little bit. Like, oh, I might have been like proper negative and gone like, I can't really afford the taxi back and all that sort of stuff, you know. And I said, oh no, we'll just go to Batley or something. I think it was Batley, I don't know, Huddersfield. We'll just go to Huddersfield town or something. And oh, my mate said I could stay at his house, actually. My mate said I could stay at his house. In fact, he said we could all stay at his house. So I was just like, okay, that's pretty cool. And yeah, we went out club, but yeah, but that's what I want to say. Like it was just nerve-wracking for me to be asked out, like round my friends, round my brother, and in front of a girl that's just asked me out. Like it was actually like nerve-wracking for me. I tried to like play it cool, but I was nervous, and I think it's mainly because I hadn't had much experience with that type of interactions. Because I left school early, so I didn't do my coursework. I didn't do my like, you know, verbal courses and stuff like that. Like, the most I do is like talking productions or talking English class. I read a book in English class. That's about most I do. So I just haven't learnt that side of social skills, I suppose. And I'm still like that to today. Apart from now, I can force myself to be confident and go. I mean, most of the time I do still go for one-on-one interactions, to be honest. Although there was a room full of people once that were parked in Disabled there, and that like they were like builders and shit. You know, they were like a transit van. What time do you sleep? I don't know how long I've been awake now. Jesus. Maybe it was that food. Maybe that food just. Maybe I need some vegetables and shit. Like, did you see me get food from that gourmet van? You know the people that were filming out like in Centenary Square. I went over to the burger van and they gave me some food from that gourmet van, and I think that's just giving me a lot because I've been awake for like 24 hours now plus, and I'm not even tired. He stays up all night. I've been up for 24 hours at least now. I am actually really tired, to be honest. I'm also like I'm also like super. It's like that food or like brain food. It's just switched my brain on all of a sudden. I really need to start eating healthily again. It's just hard. You're feeling you're tired today. Yeah, I feel tired, but my mind is ticking. I mean, we've had a good day. We've like done loads of stuff today. We got a shower. What else did we do? Nothing. We did some shopping. Did we do some shopping? Okay. Yeah, we did some shopping. We did an audit in town of the film crew, a little bit, sort of. I should have really gone back to that security guard because he needed an education about. I mean, he knew. I knew he knew. He said just try not to record people. And I'm like, there's people everywhere. What did I actually say to him? Maybe I were a bit harsh, but they've probably got cameras pointed at me, like in town hall. Maybe they've got cameras. I mean, I don't even know if they were security guards. He did have a badge, but I couldn't really tell. I didn't really look at his badge. I don't think he was SIA licensed. I thought he was going to be a bit more intelligent than an SIA licensed guy. Film one guy, they give you food. No, I filmed that guy and I was like talking to him for a bit in queue. And then he was just like, oh, I just want to get my food now, so I just left him alone. And then the security guard came up to me and said, just try not to film the people. And then I said, what did I say? I said, you've got camera, you're a film crew, you're going to be filming God knows who. You know, okay, you've got your actors and that, but you're in Bradford, mate. This is where I walk every day. You know, this is my town. If you don't like it, go home. Go home. There's cameras everywhere in town. Like I can't even believe he said that. He knew I were a lot of film, but it's like, I don't know why he just had to. They always have to say something. They always have to say something. Like you can film people. I mean, I think what he meant is just don't disturb them while they're eating. They're having the break and stuff. But what do they expect? There's a massive group of people, massive group of posh people out there. I asked one question. What question? Oh, film one guy, they give you food. No, I said, can I just record the menu? Can I just record the menu and like see what's on the menu? And they went, yeah, sure. And I says, have you got any left for me for a homeless guy? And went, no, I can't give food out. And then this woman took pity on me, and she like put her lip out, and I think she bought me some food, or one of them bought me some food. When did you start your YouTube channel? I bought food. I bought food in my bag, but like I'm gonna show them my bag. I'm gonna be like, this is what I'm eating today. And it's like packaged fish and a processed pie. And that's about it. But anyway, what's the next question? When did you start your YouTube channel? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe October, like nearly 2 years ago, I think. What? Yeah, we're nearly on October now. Yeah, it's nearly 2 years. I've nearly been going 2 years, I think. can't see your face partially. Sorry. I don't have notes to stand on. I should have done it in widescreen. Can I change the angle? It's only in portrait now, apparently. I can't really get it any better than that without it falling off the table. I can't be bothered holding the phone anymore. I've been holding it all day. Today, weather was good. I enjoyed. Yeah. It's too busy in town for me though. Like I say, I'm I get a bit anxious in crowds. It's another thing why auditing is good, because you know you're going out there for a purpose, and usually it's just like one or two guys that come up to you. It's not like a big group of guys unless police go a bit crazy, which has happened to me a few times. It was not hot weather. It was at 11 o'clock. Jesus Christ, I was burning at 11 o'clock. Maybe 12 o'clock, something like that. Yeah, we're about 11 o'clock. Like, I can't believe it's this hot at 11 o'clock. Like, I wonder if I'll sleep for like 2 days. Well, not 2 days, 24 hours. What time did I wake up? What day was it? Saturday. So have I done Sunday? What day is it again? Monday. What did I do Sunday? Did I live stream Sunday? Oh yeah, we went shopping, did we? We went shopping and we did something else. I can't remember. Did we buy the tent on Sunday? What did we buy the tent? Yeah, I think we bought the tent on Sunday. No, because I bought lasagna. I don't know. I've lost track of the days. My memory's not that great, is it? That's what I was going to say before as well. Like, when I'm interacting with police, I don't see everything straight away. I go home and I think about it, and like I see bits that I missed, like facial expressions and like different comments. I probably look into it too deeply, but I like replay it in my mind. Why are you retracting everything? Makes me nervous. I'll be right back. that's another thing about the title of the video. Like, maybe men became stronger than women. I mean, yeah, because of hormones and chemicals. But maybe the men became stronger than women because they had to survive, because the women were like selecting males. I wonder what they did with all men. Cannibalism. They probably fed it to animals, to be honest. I mean, it's a pretty like genius idea, but it's very risky. I mean, it probably wasn't risky because there are loads of different species of hominids. Is it hominids? Homo erectus. Homo. There's loads of homos, isn't there? Homo sapiens. That's all I can think of right now. I should do a bit of research on that. I'd like to know all the races that they know about. I think there's like 10 or something by now, or maybe more. Neanderthal. There's another Neanderthal. What's that other Neanderthal called? It's like Neanderthal. No, that's how it's spelled. So you've got Homo sapiens, you've got Homo erectus. Homo sapiens is us. Homo erectus. What's the other one I said? Homo. I need to do research. I haven't actually done some research in a while. Like, how do I research about that gravity thing? Like the pyramids, how would I go about researching about that? I'd need to learn if you can. I mean, scientists already know you can send electrical signals through like is it granite or crystals? Crystals are made of carbon. I wonder what material they used in that box, if I'm right. It's got to be just a dense block of something, I think. So what did they use? They used, it won't be anything like plutonium or like uranium or a metal, I don't think. It'd be like a rock, won't it? Like a volcanic rock, maybe. No, that's all over the place. Well, it's really dense. Looks like a really dense rock. Diamond is the hardest. Like the hardest material, but it's not a rock, is it? It's a diamond. A gem. A gem. Is it a gem? I don't think it's a gem. Is a diamond in the same thing as a gem? Oh, gems are still rocks, aren't they? Jade's a rock. Marble. Diorite. But diorite's like granite, isn't it? Like a harder version of granite. It's the same as granite. I wonder how they did it though, because there's got to be impurifications in a rock, unless it's like so dense, and you just take the middle part out of the rock. It might just be ordered almost perfectly, so you can sort of guess where it's going to go, and then they just like trial and error find out where it's going to go, and then they just connect everything together. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. True. Which part's true? Who was watching this now? I don't know. Can't tell. I wish YouTube would let me see the people in chat, actually. You should be able to look though. If you look at participants, I think it tells you in there. What other kind of rock could it be though? A volcanic rock or a meteorite? Maybe a meteorite might be pretty dense. That there's no impurities. I mean, you can get rocks with no impurities. It's just, well, very little impurities. I forgot what we're doing. It won't be like granite though, it'd be like, I don't even know what diorite is. I'm sure diorite is just a form of granite. Some people say they must have had a microscope, like to be able to think of some of the things that the Egyptians thought of. I can't remember what they were about, but said they must have had an understanding of molecular structures. I can't remember why they said that. I think it was something to do with the vibrations in the chambers and stuff like that. Scientists are experimenting with. Well, I think they can do it, can't they? They can use a crystal as like a hard drive. I don't know how they do that. I'm guessing you just put like readable information that creates a program. But why would you do that? Because you'd need to make a computer. Or because it's binary. So anybody can understand it. If you click a switch, that's a 1, and if you close the switch, that's a 0, and you click a 1, the information flows through. When you click a 0, it stops the information, and then once you get a load of them, you get a pattern. You get a stop, a pause, and that creates an image or a video or a document. How does binary? No, it can't be binary. What is it? Is it just binary? It just tells the computer when to put electric through, and if you interpret all the stops and starts together, it creates a picture. How can you put a picture? I don't even know how memory works on a computer. I'm guessing it creates a number, and that number represents like information, and every number represents a specific bit of information, like red or blue, or for a colour it'd be just like put a red there, put a blue there, put a red there, put a blue there. And then that creates a picture. Like if you have a 100 megapixel camera and it has 100 megapixels worth of binary code to represent each pixel. Did I say 100? 100 megapixels. Megapixels, how much is a megapixel? No. Megapixel. What's a megapixel? 10,000 pixels. megabyte, gigabyte, kilobyte. So kilobyte's 1,000, so megabyte is 10,000. Gigabyte is a million though. Well, a kilobyte is 1,000. One kilobyte is 1,000. Why do they line all the things up straight in a picture? Like, if it's 1,000 megapixels, that means you've got to line the pixels up in line with each other. If you could line the pixels, like the first pixel is like half a pixel, it'd still be 1,000. Would it? What if you lined them up like a third off? It'd still be 1,000. You just have 1/3 pixel first, and you'd have 3/3. I think you'd have 2/3 at the end, wouldn't you? I was thinking some way you could make an uneven amount of pixels. Maybe one line you'd have 10 pixels, and then the other line you'd have 9 pixels or something. I don't know why you'd do that. Oh, for reality. Oh my god, I just figured out how to make reality. So you can't, wait a minute, you can't have ones and zeros then, can you? You can't have ones and zeros in our reality. You can't have ones and zeros because stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you could pixelate every atom in your body or whatever information is needed to create a human body, I don't think you'd be able to do it with ones and zeros, would you? You'd have to have like maybe ones, zeros, and some other number. Pi? Ones, zeros, and pi. Maybe you just have an infinite amount of numbers, including minus numbers. And how could a computer ever computate? Well, I suppose it don't have to, does it? It just has to keep computating numbers to create more reality. But what do each numbers do? Atoms, and I suppose atoms and stuff have numbers, don't they? If you was going to make a reality, could you do it with a computer? And just invent all the permutations forever, and that'd create reality. Would that work? You'd be going a long time just to create reality, wouldn't you? Because you'd have to construct the code in some sort of order. How could you construct it in order? Anyway, I'm out of here. JoeKingAudits out.